Welcome to Old Man Gaming, the series where I nerd out on video games, from my Gen X youth starting with early platforms like Pong and the TRS-80, through today with Xbox and PlayStation. In this impromptu episode, I'm going to show you how I defeated the Rancor Brothers. Technically, it's the Jedi Survivor Force Echo level called Fractured Malice, and it just might be the most difficult task in Star Wars gaming I've seen in 40 years, taking on two Rancors at once. I won't tell you where to find this Force Echo, but instead focus on the tactics I used to defeat these two. If you look in the lower left, my standard stances are to have Crossguard on the left and Blaster on the right. I combine that in the planetary environments that typically have multiple enemies with the full concentration force tree to manage large groups by drawing the attention of a single NPC with a blaster shot before using coercion on another NPC in the group to effectively separate the first NPC. Rinse and repeat. That approach doesn't work with these two since they're immune to coercion or other force tricks. I tried lots of different stance combinations over somewhere between 70 and 100 battles with the Rancor Brothers before finding something that worked for me. I kept Crossguard, so you have the damage-heavy uppercut at your disposal. And I paired it with the double-bladed, whose focus attack does good damage in an area, and basic attack helps fill up that force meter quickly. Stacking those hold triangle attacks with the versatility perk, which increases the damage for a short time after switching stances, is pretty key, and it's something that I forget late in the 2 minutes of gameplay you're about to see. Those big hold triangle moves eat up force meter, but the double-bladed basic attack fills that quickly, as does the BD skill that adds force meter when healing. I found the Rancors difficult to block, and they have an unblockable instant kill where they grab you and eat you, Emery and Guard style from Return of the Jedi. These attacks can be evaded, but I found dash helpful as well. For me, it was more difficult to avoid this instant kill at a distance. Somewhat counterintuitively, I found that if you fight at their feet, when an attack comes, you can dash behind them to avoid the instant death. Things happen quickly on this level, so first I'll let my successful gameplay run through without commentary, and then I'll run through it a second time with my post-game thoughts. Now let's try this again. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the right-hand side and try to draw one of the two so I don't have to fight them both at the same time. He's going to come at me with his instant death attack, and I'm going to dash forward to avoid it. I then get in a couple of big swings with my crossguard before the second Rancor comes with his attack. I then switch to double-bladed and hit a focus attack with that added bonus because I just switched stances. I chained some basic attacks here, enough to get to slow. I switch back to cross guard again, and this sequence really melts him because I'm able to take advantage of that bonus damage for switching stances more than once. I need a heal here. I dash forward to miss the instant death again, and just keep hitting him with that basic to build up my force meter and take him out. Now I've only got one to worry about, and I've got a full force meter. So I can hit a focus attack a couple of times here before hitting with some basic attacks to get my slow back, get a heal, and a big couple of swings here with the cross guard. But I kind of forget what got me here, and that's switching back and forth between the stances and getting that extra bonus. I'm going to spend the rest of the fight swinging big with the cross guard, and I almost blow it. But I've got enough heals that I'm able to trade punches with him. Really, I'm relying on my heals here to fill my force meter when I should switch back to double-bladed and hit with basic attacks there. But I've got enough heals that I'm able to get to the finish animation and conclude the fight. It's just that easy. And man, did this feel good when I finally beat this after probably 3 hours of trying over a couple different days. That's what worked for me, and hopefully you found some tips in there that'll help for you. Everyone's style is a little bit different, so your mileage may vary. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can help out the channel with a like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.